He wasn't sculpted like a Greek god, more like a backyard grill that decided to throw hands. Eric Butterbean Esch, decade, the 400-pound wrecking ball stacked 77 wins, 58 knockouts, and almost 30 don't blink first rounds.
Right hand puts Lindecker down.
I guess not, Doug.
He began in the wild Toughman contests and became a cult legend of the 90s. Butterbean was everyman rage in boxing gloves, short, loud, and dangerously hilarious. So buckle in, because we're cruising through the wildest, funniest, and most ruthless knockouts of Butterbean's career. Let's fire it up. Monaco came out wild, throwing haymakers like he was trying to prove a point, but Butterbean could turn the Playboy Mansion into a boxing ring. Johnson showed up to impress the Hollywood crowd. Butterbean showed up to remind everyone that fame means nothing once the fists start talking.
Wants to walk in, inch his way in, not leave himself open.
Well, Teddy, this is a very un-Butterbean-like opponent. He's been in against the Peter McNeelys and Floyd Jr. felt about his father, but right now, unfortunately, professionally, those two just cannot coexist.
But it's his job. He's the entertainer. It's his job to do what he just did. That's not a real knockout, I'm telling you.
Midway through round 2, a looping right landed so clean, Johnson hit the deck.
I said it earlier, we both said it earlier, in the first round, he was acting a little strange when he looked like he wanted to fall down, but he realized that he couldn't stay down with that punch because it wasn't legitimate enough.
Johnson does score with a right hand on Butterbean.
Looked like in the first round, Johnson had ideas of finding a strong spot, and he changed his mind off. Now we got Ron Shelton here, the movie director. That would be a shot that you would want on your movie set.
Johnson leaves his body exposed. You see, wide punch, and there's a shot
off the elbow.
And there's one to the ribs.
And look at that, and then he didn't go off that body shot. He went off, supposedly, he went off that left hook.
Johnny Knoxville from Jackass called out Butterbean in a department store, got folded, and famously mumbled, "Is Butterbean okay?"
I'm Johnny Knoxville.
I'm Butterbean.
Today we're going to do a little boxing.
Where are we going?
The hospital.
Baker blinked, and his night was already ruined. Butterbean threw a short right hand that looked harmless until it hit like a truck with no brakes.
Popularity is beginning to transcend the sport. I guess Leno knows good comedy when he sees it, but Butterbean looks for the wild, free-swinging brawl. That's what he feels the fans like to see. He is all over his opponent, James Baker, and has him down in the first round. Baker, by the way, 1-5, has been knocked out in the first in his last 4 fights, and this one is over. And now the crowd, Butterbean saw Jeremy Williams with a 10-second knockout, a world record, and he now wants to see if he can break Jeremy Williams' record, but the crowd not in tune to that one.
In this wild brawl, even the referee took a hit by mistake.
Well, they didn't find somebody who was stationary, but there's excellent landing right hand. Not much behind that, and he just reaches out to hold on. Good body work by Butterbean. That's a good idea by him, no?
Unfortunately, he walks into the best punch of the fight. At the end of the round, he's separating the fighters. And referees cannot protect themselves at all times the way fighters do it.
Butterbean's punch tagged both Jackson and the law. When the chaos cleared, Jackson wanted no sequel to that movie.
Well, the fight is stopped not because Terry Wood got knocked down, but because Pat Jackson doesn't want to go on. And one happy guy is Terry Wood, who doesn't have to ref anymore.
Graham was defending the IBA Super Heavyweight title.
Good left hook by Butterbean. And Patrick Graham already, I think, has tasted the power of Butterbean.
But it quickly turned into a comedy special.
Right hand sends Graham to the canvas. Clubbing right hand by Butterbean. Let's see if he can get him out of there. Big right hand, and that is it. That is probably going to be the end of this fight. It should be.
Butterbean's right hand landed so clean that Graham launched through the ropes. He left the ring faster than fans bolt for the exits after a one-sided main event. Butterbean faced Kevin Talon in a short but rugged showdown that turned into another highlight reel moment. Talon showed grit early, trading punches and refusing to back down, but Bean's pressure was like a slow-moving storm. Butterbean cornered him and unleashed a barrage that left the referee no choice but to wave it off.
Butterbean's taking the right punch there. He's got a guy in front of him who's pumping up to him. Brings the uppercut up. Try to straighten him up. Butterbean was a little more excited though when the opponent in front of him nailed him a little bit, like fun maker. Talon just can't. And Butterbean finishes him off here in round number 3. Butterbean, of course, is going to be on the push here. Be the aggressive. The right hand there's a big punch. He follows you with a left hook. So instead of one punch, 2 land. That does the job.
Lindecker came in built like he meant business, but Butterbean treated it like overtime pay.
Right hand puts Lindecker down. I guess not, Doug.
Then, in round 4, he uncorked a right hand that sounded like a car door.
Down goes Lindecker. Fight is over.
Lindecker dropped flat. The crowd went wild, and Butterbean just grinned. Another shift finished early, another paycheck earned in chaos.
Finally, Butterbean gets a guy who's firing all over the places, and that short punch there did it. Lindecker walked right into it. He just can't keep his hands up anymore at this point. Sometimes the shortest punches are the best. And you can't be any more gangly.
Attack.
Whitfield had the size edge, but Butterbean packed the dynamite.
Reverting back to that. Look how he starts to rush in, but he stops. He starts and he stops. There's that right hand from Butterbean.
After some early trading, one right cross shut Whitfield's lights off mid-blink.
There's that wild swing. Butterbean.
The bigger they came, the faster they fell, Gravity signing another autograph.
Jonathan Whitfield said that Butterbean was not a fighter, he's not a boxer, he's one with a lot of weight.
It wasn't just brute force anymore, it was routine.
In the second, and stalking him is Butterbean now. Butterbean knows he's closing in. Whitfield, watch out.
Butterbean wasn't just ending fights, he was proving science had a favorite student.
We'll take a look at an earlier fight. Joel Scott, rising young heavyweight, in a terrific affair. And now Whitfield is helped up, and that is it.
Butterbean easy to hit with the jab or anything else for that matter, but he's already Peter McNeely is not boxing, that's for sure. He's smothering Butterbean.
McNeely had already been steamrolled by Tyson in under 90 seconds. Clearly, history wasn't his favorite subject. Butterbean stormed in like a food truck with anger issues, and one looping right sent Peter straight back into a bad flashback.
Couple left hooks sends McNeely back. Gets hit with another left hook by Butterbean. McNeely just standing there taking a pounding from Butterbean. This one might not go too much longer. And they stop it. With only moments left.
As the referee waved it off, the crowd laughed and roared, and Deja Vu hit harder than the punch.
Just didn't do too much toward the end of that first round.
Didn't even lose his breath. Under the lights of the Worcester Palladium, Butterbean went to work one final time. Siciliano kept clinching like he was auditioning for a hug contest until Bean decided enough was enough. The final victory of his wild career, short, loud, and unmistakably Butterbean. Craven talked a big game in Vegas, promising to outlast the 4-round freight train.
his left hand low. Hides it from Butterbean. That could be a problem for Butterbean being jab constant.
Well, one man who beat Butterbean rather easily in New York.
For one round, he weathered the storm, but in the second, Butterbean cranked up the heat like a fryer set to max.
Surprised that he is much more stationary now and more of a target for Butterbean's big shots. And here comes the inevitable.
A barrage of short hooks sent Craven stumbling into the ropes, and the referee had seen enough. Bean raised his gloves, the crowd roared, and the IBA title stayed right where it belonged, in the hands of a wrecking ball wearing gloves.
Craven wobbling as he tries to get away. Craven's legs weakening. And back in Ellisville, Mississippi, Ken Craven's friends and family are saying, stop it. And Jay Nady does. Another knockout victory for the Bean and a sorely disappointed Ken Craven.
By 2004, Butterbean wasn't chasing highlight reels, he was collecting them. Richie Goosehead tried to turn it into a boxing lesson, sticking and moving, while Bean kept stomping forward like a runaway fridge. For 4 rounds, Goosehead jabbed, circled, survived, but Bean's pressure never stopped. When the final bell rang, the judges called it a majority decision, but the crowd knew who'd done the real damage. 4 rounds with Butterbean felt less like boxing and more like standing in the middle of a slow, rolling thunderstorm. Allen kept his chin high, like he was showing off. Butterbean spotted the invitation and sealed it with a looping right.
I'm sure they won't make the mistake of New York again. Well, one thing about Butterbean, for the ungainly form and the awkwardness he displays in there, he does have heavy hands. Like George Foreman, he knocks people out with glancing blows. Or should I say, Pony Express speed. Whoops! Butterbean stands on Allen's left foot. Allen falls down and the crowd goes wild. No knockdown, but a TKO as Kurt Allen had stopped throwing punches in return.
Under the desert lights, Butterbean walked in, smiling, like a man who already knew how this story ended.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, boy. First knockdown of the fight, and it's Clark who goes down.
Wiggins became the first man to drag Butterbean into round 4, and he made him earn every breath. By the end, Bean was huffing, but that 400-pound power hadn't gone anywhere. A final barrage of thunderous shots landed as the crowd counted each one like drum beats before Wiggins folded. Butterbean was never about grace. He was about shockwaves. 77 wins, 58 knockouts, and a lifetime lease in boxing folklore. Butterbean didn't just win fights. He crafted chaos that made crowds roar and highlight reels eternal. If you love watching raw power meet pure mayhem, hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because when Butterbean threw hands, even Newton took cover.